Preppers Podcast. Here are your hosts, Cam and Kobe.
Welcome to the Casual Preppers Podcast, the only place for prepping, survival, and entertainment. We are your hosts, Cameron and Kobe. We are ready to bring survival goodness direct to your dirty little ear holes.
Speaking of dirty,
Huh?
we're going to talk about preventing dirty.
Yeah.
Sanitation.
Yeah, it's time.
Sanitation.
Yeah, we're talking about sanitation today. We couldn't be more excited about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Anytime I can talk about poop,
Yeah.
pee,
Yeah.
makes me happy.
Yeah. It's just joke setups all day long.
Yep.
Right? But first, Cameron, I don't know if you knew this, but most subscription boxes are full of samples and junk you'll never use.
Practically all of
For
them.
real, but not Battle Box.
No,
It's the
they don't.
monthly
No.
subscription box for MEN. Men. Full of solid gear for adventure seekers, survivalists, outdoor enthusiasts, and casual preppers. Each month, BattleBox sends you the coolest selection of hand-picked outdoor survival and everyday carry gear, all valued at far more than what you normally pay. You never know what's in the next box, but here's a sampling of what users received this very month. The 1 pound propane bottle refill adapter.
Oh, say that again.
1 pound propane bottle refill adapter.
That's right.
Hybrid Bluetooth speaker, charger, cell phone. I don't know. It does a million things.
It does a million things. I've been
Yeah.
using it quite a bit.
It's great. It's
Out in
great.
the garden, got it cranked up.
I'm rocking my AC/DC and planting
Keeps
seeds.
charging itself,
Yeah,
too.
It's
great.
beautiful. It's beautiful. All of this badassness starts at just
ACD seeds, is that what you said?
$30 a month. It's exactly what I said.
Perfect.
They've shipped almost 1 million boxes and one Best Men subscription box of 2017. Our listeners get a free tactical knife when you sign up at trybattlebox.com/casualpreppers. That's trybattlebox.com/casualpreppers. Get your first battle box plus a free tactical knife at trybattlebox.com/casualpreppers.
It sounds like you started to touch on a few accents
I did.
there.
I was
Like
letting
the best mental cooking box.
I was just sort of just feeling it and then letting it go. Feeling it, letting it go. It's just how I do it.
It's good. It's good.
Listener reviews starts now.
Just a little bit.
Sure. You want to take this, buddy? Or I'll take
Pretty
it?
much.
Yeah.
Best there is. Plain and simple. 5 stars.
Beautiful.
This podcast wakes up in the morning and pisses excellent.
This podcast
Genius.
wakes up
I
in
was
the
like,
morning
is this right?
and pisses excellence.
Genius. Hilarious. Informative.
Informative.
Chase Steely. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Chase. If you guys
It's
want
like,
to be...
like a slogan there. I mean, put
I
on
know.
a hat.
That's exactly what I'd like to put on a hat.
This podcast wakes up in the morning and pisses excellence.
Yep. If you guys want to be part of this portion of the podcast, go to iTunes, go to Facebook, go to the Kindle book on Amazon, leave us a 5-star review, and make it awesome.
It's a mad, mad world.
Cam, I can't tell you how timely we are sometimes with our podcast topics. Sometimes we are just, there's the nail, there's the head, and we hit it. We hit it.
Strike it.
Like really easy. So the last full episode we did, we talked about surviving civil unrest. And boy, I hope you Minnesotans listen to it because
Jeez Louise.
you are in the thick of it right now. In Minneapolis, there are some riots. It's kind of getting crazy over there. Chaos broke out on Tuesday night in Minneapolis as protesters took to the streets to demand action after the death of George Floyd, a Minnesota man who died in police custody a day earlier. I don't know if you saw the video, but it's hard to watch. It's not good. It's not good. Police fired rubber bullets, tear gas, and stun grenades on some protesters, reports said. Those are all things that we talked about. I don't know if we talked about the stun grenades, but we talked about the other things. The protest started peacefully, but the situation deteriorated, and some demonstrators were seen breaking windows of police cars, hurling rocks, looting, fires, violence. It's been everywhere. They set a damn AutoZone on fire. Did you see it? They did.
I didn't know.
Just recently, I don't know if it was last night.
Sons of...
I don't know.
You don't burn down AutoZone.
No, go.
That oil
go,
burned for years.
Go burn down an O'Reilly's if you need to, but you leave AutoZone alone.
Napa.
Napa
is...
Yeah.
They never have the part you need.
They never do. They just requested, I don't know if it was today or last night, National Guard support. So stuff is just, it's crazy. If you're in that area, please just keep safe. Stay away. There's no reason to be in there. They're looting, like we always said. When stuff like this happens, that mob mentality takes over. Target has been targeted. They were stealing flat screen TVs and rugs. Apparently, there was a lot of rugs being stolen. I don't know why. the article,
I love rugs.
The article I read said they were stealing TVs and rugs. I'm like, why were they going for the rugs? What's going on here? I don't get it.
Wrap up bodies.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But anyways, the world is mad.
A freaking way, man.
Yeah, we got to
You basically just summarized our podcast.
I know.
Last time.
Gosh, jeez.
We told you guys, watch out.
Yep, watch it.
This is even better.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Real estate agent's Zillow listing goes viral thanks to Bigfoot.
What?
Yeah. Daniel Oster spent $250 on a Sasquatch costume in order to market a house listed at nearly $1 million.
Wow.
So he took pictures. He took his pictures in his house,
Just
dressed
doing yoga.
up as Sasquatch, and he says, I couldn't have had even better, like, people, like, the listing has been, he's had offers above his listed price of $1 million.
What?
They want that Sasquatch.
That's a really good idea.
And so I'm guessing in Zillow, you're just going to see more and more
Sasquatch. Yeah.
But he said, my wife convinced me this would work, and we came up with the fun idea for photos. But luckily, the shoot only took an hour. He admits the costume was very hot and uncomfortable. So, just so you know, how do you think Bigfoot freaking feels all the time, buddy?
That's how he lives his life.
Yeah. He's hot and uncomfortable all day long, and people trying to take pictures of him.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It's a mad world. People are using Sasquatch to sell homes.
That's a good one, though. I like that.
Yeah,
That's good stuff.
Okay.
Today, Cameron, it's big day.
Today.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, did you see, just real quick, did you see that post that they were talking about, like, somebody was like rapping on Urban Prepper?
They were
did you
saying
see
something
that?
about him. Yeah.
They're just like, this is a podcast, this is information for, like, hippie preppers that want bumper stickers. And he's like, hey, I'll send you a sticker.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, huh?
And then you see in the comments,
I did.
somebody was like, pretty soon they're going to tell me that casual preppers have very serious prepping content or something. Like
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's, you know what I mean? It's like chill. You know
People
what I
just
mean?
need to chill
He
out.
can wear whatever damn hat he wants or whatever stickers he wants. It doesn't matter.
No.
If
as long
you
as
like
you're getting
it,
prepared, who cares?
if you like it, watch it, listen. If you don't. Very
Don't.
simple, people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very simple.
Just chill out.
Just chill chill out. And when you chill out, I want you to start listening because it's time to listen to a topic that we've had on our list for a really long time. I don't know why we haven't gotten to it until now.
I don't really know either, actually.
Sanitation. It's very, very important.
Yeah.
You don't have
They have
sanitation.
careers in sanitation.
They do. Whole careers. I got a master's in sanitation from Harvard.
Yeah. PhD in sanitary.
Sanitary studies. Sanitary studies. Yeah, so sanitation, it's so freaking important.
Yeah.
I mean,
we figured we'd bring it up now, too, with, like, the COVID-19. We've
Yeah.
seen sanitation supplies and stuff just get wiped out. Like toilet paper, instantly gone. Hand sanitizers are outrageously priced now. Like to get a bottle at, like, the grocery store of an alcohol sanitizer is like $12.
Yeah,
It's
you got to take
ridiculous.
out a small business loan to get one these days.
Clorox wipes and other
Yeah.
cleaners, they're all cleaned out. People are making all kinds of concoctions to clean stuff. So
They are, and that's
we
actually
figured,
not very
hey,
safe.
let's bring up sanitation.
Yeah, because,
portion.
you know, I mean, the reason we all prep, right? I mean, is to keep everybody safe and to keep everybody healthy, like our families and our groups and our friends, right?
Yeah.
That's why we do it. And we talk about all these things, and that means having adequate food, having water, shelter, meds, and all those types of things. But it also means you have to keep clean. Like
All that stuff comes out your butthole.
Yeah, you put it in, it goes out. So you have to think about. There's a lot of in sanitation. There's a lot of different things to talk about with sanitation. We're going to talk about all those different things.
There is
but,
a lot.
So basically, what this means is you have to rid yourself and your area of all of this waste.
Yeah.
So
Spoiler alert: humans are freaking disgusting.
They are. None of them are clean. They all smell.
Trust
they're all
me.
gross.
I've looked at different holes and outlets.
You've seen every type of orifice there is.
and
You've
they're
seen
not not
inside.
clean.
None of them are. So it's pretty simple. If you don't stay clean, or if you can't stay clean, you're gonna get sick, right? I mean,
For sure.
When that's what it comes down to is basic.
Tons of disease.
I'm not a scientist. I claim to be sometimes with my wife, and she hates it.
Most people think we are scientists.
But we aren't. But I just know if you don't stay clean, you're going to get sick in some way. So you got to worry about that bodily waste,
Ugh.
that poo, that
Ooh.
pee. And all that stuff is bad stuff. The poo, the pee.
Crank it up right now. You're gonna get so much bass this
You know.
episode.
Turn up those Rockford 5 gates. It's the poo, the pee, the garbage. And you got to have, and then you have to also think about having water and soap and all those things. That's what we're talking about today, right?
Yeah.
So we talk about being ready for an SHTF event, right? We talk about that all the time. But there's times where we talk about that not being the end of it.
No.
There are third events. There's these things that pile on
Exactly.
that make that initial event. I mean, look at right
We've
now.
totally seen, the stacking of
Yeah. It's like stacks on
earthquake,
stacks. Yeah.
panquakes.
Pancakes. We got riot demics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got all these things going on.
Well,
So-
even like businesses trying to open right now, and they're required to have like masks and these sanitaries. They don't have them.
No.
So it's like
What
it's
do they do?
making everything slower. And
Exactly.
We're gonna stop that right now.
Yeah, this is the time we stop it. So one of these second or third events could be a sanitation issue. And I think we've actually talked about this in a podcast a long time ago, but in 2010, Haiti had that huge earthquake, right? It was a bad one. It wasn't a good one. But it wasn't one of those easy little shakies. That's cute. Thanks, man.
You're like, did that just come out?
Well, I'm sorry about that.
I don't know
Again,
why.
humans are disgusting. You know what I mean? You're proving my point.
I thought I would.
I shouldn't have got you that rock star. It's
Like burning me
affecting
up
you.
inside. It's all coming out. It's rejecting it. I don't like it.
I don't like it. So after the earthquake, over 500,000 people were sickened with cholera.
Wow.
So cholera, if you don't know,
If you haven't played Oregon Trail,
yeah, you're gonna die of dysentery or cholera.
Yeah.
But it's a waterborne disease, which means it comes from poor sanitation, right? In Haiti, it's not a good place to start with. I mean, they don't have the highest ranking facilities in the world.
they
Let me
don't.
tell you this: they don't have a real sewage system. I don't know exactly what it looks like.
I honestly don't think they're as advanced as Rome was. Like,
Yeah,
so
no, seriously,
it's like
Yeah,
crazy.
they don't even know how to make an aqueduct or any of those types of things. They don't want to get water here and there. They just put it on a bucket, walk it down the road, right?
I think so.
I think so. Pretty sure that's what's happening. They're using buckets and cups,
Guys there,
dirty
water
cups. Yeah.
that they transport by different means.
No real sewage system, bad hygiene, like they don't clean very well, and a lot of flooding, which happened after this earthquake. This is a margarita concoction drink of bad sanitation, right?
Yeah.
It's just not good. Flooding.
Yeah, we talked about in that in flooding how
Yeah.
like that water.
It's not
You know,
good.
you're just like, well, if it's only waist high, but it's like oil, cat crap, human crap,
Yeah.
medicines.
Crap. It's a lot of
It's
crap.
poop.
It's mostly poop.
Poo water.
Poo water. Numbs. That's good. So that's why it's really important for you to think about right now, what is my sanitation plan? How am I going to deal with all of these different issues of poop and peep? Poop and peep. and
You got
garbage.
peeps everywhere.
Why I got so much peep all over? Get rid of this peep.
Dang it.
Hey, peep this.
Peep.
Peep all this peep.
Actually, let me this is a good place to put in nasty facts.
Ooh.
You ready for these nasty facts?
I'm always ready for a
If
nasty
you
fact.
divide total trash by the population, the average American would produce about 2,072 pounds of trash per year.
Oh, we do that a week at my house.
Yeah, I think
Easily.
we do too.
I take out the trash 4 times a day.
By the time I put my garbage bag in and come back in,
Yeah.
the garbage is half full.
Why are you
I'm
going
like,
to take out the damn garbage? I'm like, I just took
there's
it
no
out.
bag in there now. What'd you do that for?
No, I seriously don't know how it happened.
And I have like some toxic sewage at the
In the
bottom of it.
Yeah.
It's leaked out.
like a
eaten
science
through
experiment.
the floor. Oh no. Oh well, put a bag in over top
Yeah,
of it.
it's like a bad 80s horror movie start right in there.
It's like climbing
Yeah.
out. The blob. That's
the Toxic Avenger or something.
serious. How much garbage does America produce collectively out of 254 million tons of trash? Americans can produce in 1 year, we recycle about 34%.
That's not bad.
For our average individual, that's weird. 710 pounds are recycled, and 1,361 pounds of trash are tossed out every year. About the weight of a grizzly bear. So you're just throwing a bear out every time.
Jeez.
How much trash does the average American produce a day? According to the EPA, they will produce about 5.91 pounds of trash, with about 1.51s being recycled, 4.4 pounds on rough average daily wasted per person. 4.4 pounds. Starting with an average daily amount of about 14 ounces of poop that we produce.
I beat that.
14 ounces
I can
of
beat
poop.
that.
I think I do too.
Oh, easy.
The total poop production, well, not to count the few ounces in my pants that stay. I'm just kidding. The total poop production in a week's time would be about 6 pounds. In a year, a single person would yield about 320 pounds of poop. Just a little more than
That's a lot.
I like how they compare it to an adult panda. Since a panda's a piece of poop.
Yeah.
Furry poo.
It's a bear.
So in the U.S., the average life expectancy of men is about 76, and for women, around 81. Therefore, a man living to the age of 76 would produce about 24,320 pounds of turd over his lifetime.
That's a lot.
25,920 pounds for a woman, since they live a little longer. That's the size or the amount of 3 adult male hippos. So, since a male hippo looks like a big turd walking around.
Sure, yeah. I get that.
Another unpleasant reality is that 4.5 billion people around the world do not have access to household toilets that safely dispose of their waste, according to the United Nations.
Communists.
Yep. And each year, over 200 million tons of human waste goes untreated, with more than 90% of sewage in the developing world released directly into oceans, lakes, and rivers.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Pristine.
Roughly 850,000 deaths yearly are contributed to sanitation waste issues.
Gosh.
That's not during an SHT.
We better stay in the house.
Yeah. So anytime you're out there gargling some river water, which you shouldn't do anyway.
That ocean water.
It's turd.
It's basic pure turd.
It's just clear turd floating around.
Yep.
Anyway, there's some nasty facts about humans. That's how
Sure.
dirty and nasty they are, because they're nasty.
So we know that this causes these sanitation issues cause disease.
Yeah.
Right. So you could talk about that a little bit.
Sanitation is estimated to cause 432,000 diarrheal deaths.
Geez, just from diarrhea?
Yeah, 432,000. So COVID pandemic right now worldwide we're 100,000
Just
in the
United
US.
States, yeah.
We're not even at that.
Wow.
With the, this big pandemic, we're all wearing masks. We just don't care about people dying from diarrhea.
Yeah.
432,000, almost 500,000.
Why don't we close down schools because of diarrhea? You know?
I don't know. We just let it happen.
Yeah.
Let it flow.
Yeah.
Several neglected tropical diseases, including intestinal worms, schistosomiasis, and trachomona.
I got the schistosomiasis.
Yeah. Regular viral gastroenteritis that we see pretty common. It's super easily spread and can cause dehydration in an environment where it's like SHTF.
Worst disease ever.
Yeah.
I hate
it. Me too.
gastroenteritis.
I can't freaking stand throwing up.
No, it's the worst. Like, just kill me. If I have to throw up, never mind.
And then
I don't want to live.
If that leads to something like colitis, Kobe's been through that nightmare of a life.
It is not fun.
Poor sanitation also contributes to significant malnutrition. But a lot of the common diseases that come with it: cholera, diarrhea, dysentery, Hep A, Hep B's. Hep A is the common one spread by that.
Hep,
Hooray! Typhoid, polio, all of that can come from sanitation issues.
More like polio.
That's what it should be called. And then the other problem is insects, little vectors that carry disease, Zika, malaria, dengue.
Dang.
Oh, dang.
Oh, dang. You got the
All of that is magnified by just nasty garbage piles of poop and pee and stuff.
Coming to a house near you. Soon.
So in a SHTF, people just go crazy. Like, there's pictures of just like all these events. People are like, well, throw the garbage right out the window. Just let it pile up out in the streets.
It's not a good idea. You have to have a plan for it.
You do.
And that's what we have to talk about.
Yeah.
So when we start talking about sanitation, I really, and it's crazy that we always start here. We have to talk about water.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the source of all
I
life.
like it. Use it.
I having some in here. It's got fake sugar and fizzy in
Couple
it.
percentages
And, yeah, there's
water in here.
But
That's the number one ingredient.
yeah, so there you go. See,
Pure healthy.
pure healthy. So yeah, if you've listened to us at all, you know that we can always we're harping on that water. Number one, water.
Need it for
you need
everything.
it. You need to drink it. If you don't drink it, you're gonna die. Okay, so you have to think about this. So after an emergency, and especially after flooding, like we talked about, drinking water may not be available, or it might be available, but it might not be safe to drink.
Right.
So floods and other disasters can damage drinking water wells, lead to aquifer and well contaminations. Flood waters can contaminate well water with livestock waste. We talked about this, human sewage, chemicals, and other contaminants, which can lead to illness when used for drinking, bathing, or other hygiene activities. So sometimes you think, well, I shouldn't drink it, but I can wash with it. That's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
Right? Is it potable water? Is it not potable water?
My
We've talked
father
about-
hasn't learned this.
Yeah. So you got to think about that. So what does this mean? This means that you, as a prepper, need to have a physical supply of clean water on hand to drink. That's the number one thing, because you have to drink clean water.
Yeah.
If you drink dirty water,
Any of that water you think's available in the lake could be. It's probably already.
yeah, it's
contaminated
bad.
with
You don't
poo.
want to do it.
Yeah.
Or I mean, or have a way to gather, filter, and clean dirty water if needed. So this means, personal water filters. We talk about this constantly. A Sawyer Mini, something like a SteriPen. I haven't yet to use one of these, but I want
too.
to. Have the little UV light. It's a great way. Or you can get the larger ones in your home for like the Katadyn filters or the Life Straw bags. There's a lot of different.
Tons of options.
There's so many
You're
options.
dumb not to have one of them.
You don't have one? Oh, you're stupid. I mean, that's what it comes down to, right? That's a conversation I'm having with somebody. Oh, you don't have
You probably
one of
just stopped listening.
Yeah,
Because
well,
you're offended. But
that's
that's your own fault.
fine.
You're not going to make it.
The truth hurts, and sometimes you have to just, go get right to it to save people's lives. This is what we're trying to
What's
do.
the Katadyn?
Katadyn? It has like it's
Oh,
just there's
I was
it's just a
thinking
different
Katadyn, the little-
Katadyn.
It's like the bug. They
Yeah.
just grind them all up.
So also another way is to have a way to boil water, right? You
yeah.
got that's another great way to
Boil water.
to boil water. Yeah, you gotta get it hot. So you need to think about that in these situations. Have fire starting gear, because if worse comes to worse, you don't have gas or electricity's out and you can't do it on your stove. You need to have a way to do it maybe in your backyard or
Yeah.
something like
Yep.
that. Or have some propane. There's a lot of different ways to do this, but just think about how can I boil some water to get some clean water for me and my family for these hygiene and sanitation purposes.
And and later we'll talk about how useful boiling water is for
Yeah.
sterilizing other things.
Oh,
And
yeah, for
it's just
sure.
like you got to have a way to do it.
You have to. It's just a must.
Yep.
Another way is to chemically treat the water. So there's a whole bunch of different ways to do this as well. Unscented household chlorine bleach. It's a great way. Bleach is just, you got to have some on hand.
Blech.
Yeah, iodine, chlorine dioxide tablets. There's a bunch of different ways to chemically treat the water. It's going to taste like dog piss afterwards, but it's going to be clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not going to kill you, so that's a good thing. If you go to the cdc.gov, they actually have some really, really good
They
information
do
on
have
all
some
this
really
stuff.
good stuff on sanitation.
I also have a book. I think we got it in a battle box or something. It's like the Prepper's Water. What's it called? The Water Guide or something like that. It's just all
Water
about
Park.
water.
Prepper Water Park fun.
Prepper Raging Waters, Prepper Waters, or something like that. I can't remember what it was. But anyways, there's a great book. I think it's
Seven Peaks Waters for preppers.
it's a great book that has all this type of information. You don't need to read it right now, but if you have it at home after SHTF, get to read.
I need water.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a look.
So that's a great thing to think about, so you have nice clean water to drink and to prepare food with and stuff. But that's only kind of half the battle, because you need to keep clean. You need to keep yourself clean. You need to keep your kitchen and cooking areas clean. You need to keep your clothes and all. I mean, there's so many things that you got to keep clean. So it's really important to have some extra water for cleaning and for food preparation and for your bathroom areas, or maybe somebody's sick and you're going to have to constantly be cleaning stuff. So you're going to have that extra water for that. So that means you either just need to continue to
Waterboarding. Maybe you get
I mean, you got to
get
get
information.
Information is key. We talk about that all the time. Waterboarding. So you either need to like double or triple the amount of water you have, because you're gonna have to use it for cleaning and for drinking, or store some water specifically for cleaning that's not meant to drink.
Yeah.
So you just have to be careful when you do this that you know which is which, right?
Right.
So there's a really easy way you can do that after you've used up your laundry detergent or cleaner bottles and things like that. Fill them up with water. Put them down in an area.
This is a coon rat special
It is.
recipe.
I've got like
We started doing it now too.
I've got like
it makes total sense.
15 bottles that I can go directly to clean stuff with.
Yeah.
And it already has
Well,
a
you
little
know,
bit of
like
detergent.
that. Even
Mhm.
if you used all that, you'd still probably like
Yeah.
that detergent's so freaking concentrated.
It is, yeah. So it's ready to clean surfaces.
But yeah, I
and,
like that.
and all that kind of stuff. So
Great
it's
idea.
a great way. Great
Probably
way.
the best idea we've ever.
Absolutely.
come up with.
I don't even know where the idea
You've
came
come up
from.
with.
I didn't come up with it. I don't know where it came from.
Way to give your wife credit.
Yeah. So floods. Again, we talked about floods. If you have a flood in your home or
Catch that all water.
what?
Catch all that water.
Yeah, grab it.
It's already there.
There
you
it
didn't
is.
have to bring it in.
Yeah. Lock the doors. Keep that water in. Right?
Hurry and saran wrap the
Yeah.
walls and all the doors.
If you have a flood, you need to be thinking about this. You need to clean and you need to sanitize any
Like,
food
ruins everything.
contact surfaces because it becomes a really, this is where cholera and all that stuff comes from after a flood. So if this does happen in your home, you need to, if you have a wooden cutting board, throw it out. You can't sanitize it after that.
I just use a tabletop.
It's
Wife chews me out. all
Throw
the
it
time.
out. Throw it out.
Just rip out your
So that's one thing you can't save after that. Baby bottle nipples. Now, I'm not talking about baby nipples. Baby bottle nipples. Those can't be cleaned.
baby nipples.
The pacifiers, they can't be cleaned.
There's no way that is not already super dirty.
I know. But after floodwaters,
Stepped on, kicked
floodwaters
down.
are bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get rid of them. You're not going to clean them.
Just like pure gasoline.
They just like
Flood.
soak them in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Soak in to the nipples.
The
So you got-
science behind it's
there's-
confusing, but
Yeah.
don't even worry
I
about
don't
it.
want to tell you about it. So there's a quick way to clean and sanitize these food contact surfaces. I'm not even gonna go through it, but just know that that you can do
It can be done.
It can be done. It's possible. Contact a scientist near you. So one thing to think about too, this is a note, water contaminated with fuel or toxic chemicals, don't even try to boil or filter. It's done. It's done.
That water's done for.
It's until you know the water's safe, don't drink it. Don't try and clean it. If there is a nuclear facility that's leaking, don't try and clean it. They do actually make, and Cam and I actually
we do
have
have
a
one of those,
filter
huh?
that will filter out radioactive stuff, waste, chemicals and whatnot.
What kind of dire situation would you be
I
like?
don't know, but it only
It's
does
the
about
only
40,
one I have.
It only does about 40 gallons.
Is that all?
Yeah, so
I still wouldn't trust
it
it.
has like all these little beads in there.
Yes.
It's a weird looking.
It looks
filter.
like those kids like pixie things,
It does,
that
huh?
has like the big beads in them.
Yeah,
This is good.
it looks good.
Crack it open, eat it.
Yep, exactly. So, anyways, just think about that. If there's fuel or chemicals,
There's a lot of people
done.
like to slip that in there. What if they
I know,
enemies
I know. It's,
pollute your water supply? It's like, oh, come on.
Then
That's why you need to have your stored water.
exactly
Dummies.
Step number 1, dum. Okay, just remember this. Step number 1,
That's
dum.
definitely the title of our next book.
Yeah, it did
Casual
definitely.
Pepper. Step number 1, dum.
Yeah, exactly. So quickly, let's talk about food as well, because you have to think about food in these situations. Food prep needs to be done in a clean manner.
You can't eat water.
You can't eat water. It does not give you calories, even if you freeze it and it's chunky.
Or if it has oil and
If it has oil in it,
toxins.
not good.
Yeah.
Not good. So you need to be thinking about this. Chunky ice water, there's got to be some calories in there.
Dumpling water.
Dumpling water. It's like a soup of some sort.
Got a bunch of floated in there. It's got
Flood water.
It's good.
Good stuff. Look at all the chunks in there.
Rockstar's new drink, flood water.
It's like the Orbits back in the day. with the chewy balls.
I just watched a video on YouTube about this guy went up with Thunderbirds and he got like discombobulated and they talked about the inner ear. Anyways, she showed like she's like, this is how the inner ear fluid, and she had an Orbits. I'm
Did she
like,
really?
at least they were good for that.
Oh my
'cause-
gosh.
And this was
It was
a
like an
recent video.
It was recent?
Yeah.
Where did she get it?
I don't know. It was all like there's like
She
the
got
balls that were floating in there, and then
Uh-huh.
there's like some other substance at the bottom.
She's got.
I think she's kept
government
it for
connections.
years just to use it to show
Yeah.
your inner ear.
That's
Oh,
a
look
good
at that.
idea. Huh, interesting. Yeah, so you got to think about the food prep piece of it. You have to have clean water for this purpose, ready to go. So you think, I could drink a couple of liters and I'm good. Well, yeah, sure. But you also got to make food.
Yeah.
And you got to do it in a cleanly manner. All cookware needs to be cleaned properly, Cameron. You can't just reuse a fork over and over again. No. Stupid. Dum-dum. Number one, dum-dum. Certain
Another
foods,
rule in that.
Yeah. Certain foods need to be kept refrigerated, if you didn't know. I'm not a grocery storeologist, but I do know that food needs to be kept cold, some of it, right? So if you lose power in any situation, that stuff needs to be eaten first. Or after 4 hours, I don't know.
If you want to accelerate the diarrhea.
Yeah, we talked about diarrhea. This is a good time for it to come on. So be careful with eating food that it needs to be refrigerated and isn't refrigerated, okay?
Exactly.
And cook your food all the way through. It's not a good time in an SHCF situation to have steak tartare or something, just like, it's just not.
Yeah.
Just cook your food all the way. And
those little internal meat temperature gauge, they're cheap. And Amazon has them all the
Cheap
time.
and easy.
They're not sold out.
No. Those you can get.
I bought one and
Did
it's
you?
useful.
Good.
Haven't had diarrhea for a while.
You're on a streak.
Chicken nuggets are fully cooked, even though they're not real meat. Who knows what they are?
Kangaroo. Probably.
Leather.
Straight leather.
Ground up.
Yeah.
Hide. So right now, let's talk about dealing with your own shoit. I'll keep it PG.
Short. Feces.
So what do we
Fecal
do with
matter.
all this poop? Huh? What do we do with it?
Drop it in the toilet.
Seriously, what do we do?
Drop it in the toilet.
Yeah. So before we get into the actual poop, garbage, food waste, etc., is tough, and it can be a little easier to place into like bags and store away from your house, but spend some time sorting through it.
Okay.
What I mean by that is like try to be, more resourceful. Like, what can I use? This container, I can pee in it or something, or
Yeah.
I can store some things in it, and then like your food, all that. Instead of building a big bag of crap, you can use it for compost. You can learn how to do that.
Feed my chickens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Glass bottles, multiple uses.
For sure. Hit
Got
people.
like 600 full of old car oil in my garage right now. Can't tell you how much of that stuff. I could start a whole refinery
Could you?
with
Good
all
job.
that.
Good job.
But anyway, so that's not as like regular garbage, food waste, and boxes
Amazon
from
boxes.
Amazon. That's exactly what I was going to say. Those aren't as big of a deal. You can deal with those. But what is more difficult to deal with is your own body's ejection.
Yeah. There's
The poop,
stuff. There's stuff
the
that comes
pee.
out.
Other discharges.
Ew.
What do you do with those?
Oh.
Let's move on. So what do you do with the poop and pee? So
Hold it in.
SHTF, hold it through the pandemic.
Yeah. We're almost done, boys.
You can continue to use your bathroom. Obviously, depends on what kind of septic system you're.
I'm going to use the
community
neighbor's bathroom.
has. I'm going to open the manhole and drop it right in there.
Drop it right in the sewer.
Sit over it. I'll make something nice.
Yeah. Cut a hole in a bucket, stick it right over top.
Just got a hole in the bottom of your car, just drive over it and park for a little while.
Flintstone style,
That's a good idea. Just cut a hole straight in your seat, so when you're going 80 miles down the road, it's just gonna.
You got gravel popping up at you all the time. That's not a good idea.
Just strike your beehole. That would be.
Why is your butthole all bruised up? And why am I looking at your
Is that
butthole?
hemorrhoids or is that gravel injury?
Why am I looking at your butthole?
I don't know. That's what I ask patients all the time.
How did I get myself into this?
Why am I looking at your butthole right now? Was there some problem we
You
had?
told me you had a toothache.
Anyway, so you could still use those, and you need to understand what kind of septic system you have, because it could back up, and then you're in your plan A has just failed. You can't bug in your house anymore because it's full of turd. So another thing that you can do is place a garbage bag or something in the toilet and still have the comfort of your toilet seat that's fur or whatever you like.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of wrap it up.
Fur. That's a bad idea.
It is.
That's a really bad idea.
Speaking of sanitation issues,
If you got a fur toilet seat, just get rid
don't
of it.
have fluffy.
Yeah.
My grandma used to have one of those.
It's
and I was
real
like,
rabbit.
Why don't I? It's like, why don't I have one of these?
I know.
It's real horsehair.
It's from old Buck. We made
They
a
wipe their
toilet seat.
butts with it. We wipe our butts with it.
You just got to slide off.
Do willies on the toilet seat.
Wheelies.
So, and then the other important thing is to separate your poops from your pees. No one likes to deal with a shit shake.
What if I got to do both at the same time?
You gotta hold it.
I'm good.
I
but
know
ain't
a
that
lot
good.
of the times that happens.
Most
But
every
if
time.
you can, have a separate one because you can obviously stack up the pee a lot further.
Sure.
And not,
Can you separate them both at the same time as if they're both happening at the same time? You know what I mean? Somehow have a system that
if you want.
Okay.
You can get a hose or something.
hey, that'll work.
Just make a cup out of it. So
Yeah.
it's like, wait,
Yeah,
like
that'll work.
you think you're in a spaceship. You think you're NASA.
Pretty much.
There are some things to like help with that mixture if it happens. You can get it's called poo powder.
Jeez.
Genius, right?
Yeah.
Let's call this poo powder. Then there's
Wait, what does it do?
okay. Well, first there's
Okay.
chemison powder,
Mm-hmm.
chemison, and
Yeah.
then there's biogel waste gelatin. Basically, will turn your pee into jello jigglers. Like it solidifies it.
Well, why?
So the poo powder, if you have like that poop shake, because
yeah.
you can't hold it apparently.
It's hard. It's not easy.
No, it's true. It's true. It's not like you
I don't have that
work
kind of-
out those muscles all the
Yeah.
time. But if you happen to have that poop shake
Yeah.
and you're like, this is gonna be hard sloshing around, you can use poop powder or Chemson powder, and it basically will solidify it.
Okay.
Or the Chemson powder turns it into delicious biodegradable hummus. I don't know what. Well, I'm like hummus.
Wait, I just don't. I mean, I just
It basically solidifies it, so it's
Sure.
easier to transport. And you're not
Okay.
going to slosh and spill
that
it
makes
all
sense. Yeah.
Because
So you got it in a cup, trying to
not
take it out.
got a tub full. Like,
Yeah.
watch out, kids.
The pan's not tall enough on the sides.
Who went above the limit? I put a marker in there.
That marked there for a reason, people.
Anyway, so there are those that you
Okay.
can buy. These are on Amazon. They're
Sure.
they're a little expensive, but if you're worried about dealing with
Slosh.
pudding
Yeah.
and just well, pudding's not bad.
No, I would say pudding doesn't sound bad.
But have you ever made Jello and tried to put the pan in the fridge and you're like,
I've never made Jello.
when it's hot,
I'm
and
not lying.
slosh
I've never
around.
made Jello.
You really?
I've never made Jello in my
All right,
life.
well, you're in trouble.
I know.
Your pee's gonna be as
I know.
liquidy as it was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so there's things to help transport that, but yeah, you can still
Can
use.
you just take the powder and then when it comes out, it's pudding? Like a precursor to the pee?
like a pre-mix workout mix.
Yeah.
It's a pre-poop mix.
Like, it's just, yeah.
Anyway, and
No.
yeah, then again,
I guess that's a no. You can't do that.
no, that sounds like a
Okay.
horrible idea.
Okay.
Anyway, you can still use your toilet.
Mm.
You can put, a bag in the toilet and then seal it off. Duct tape makes a real easy way to quickly seal off the bag, and
Sure.
then you just flung it over into your neighbor's yard.
Right on the roof. They'll never see it.
Maybe build a trebuchet.
Yeah.
Flip it over into your neighbor's yard. There's also some easy things called like wag bags, pee-poo bags, pee-poo.
Pee-poo bag.
And the other one was the Biffy bag. So this one's crazy. It looks like an apron,
Yeah.
and you tie it around your waist,
Uh-huh.
and then you fold the thing. It looks like a big giant saggy diaper.
Okay.
So then
Mhm.
you just tie it on your waist, and then you just
Go for it.
do it.
Yeah.
You just let it all go.
Okay.
Pee and poop in Kobe's case.
Just,
No use in
I
holding
don't
back.
want to concentrate enough where I have to separate. I just want to go.
But yeah,
No, if I can't do that, I don't want to live. It's too much.
screw it.
It's true. I don't.
I'm gonna blame it on the kids.
Oh, you guys pee and poo at the same time. One day you'll learn.
You guys have to take this out. So a Biffy bag is another way. There's a lot of different things they have that are like basically like a dog poop bag for humans, biodegradable.
Yeah.
It's great. if it's a long-term scenario, you can't use your indoor or you've used up all your bags.
Yeah.
The next step is there's the cat hole method, where pretty self-explanatory.
Is it?
Just go out and dig a hole.
Kill a cat.
It's where you buried all your cats. Poop and pee
So
on
all
them.
my cats are back there. Self-explanatory.
Yeah. So the cat hole is just to dig a hole and then poop in it and then cover it right up.
I could do that.
That can only go for so long. Because otherwise, the next hole you dig, you're going to strike gold. You're going to strike a turd. I'm going to dig.
Okay.
So cat hole method
Sure.
works, but obviously when you run out of territory,
Sure,
you got cat holes everywhere.
You got to have enough acreage. To
Right,
make that.
you do. There's actually a breakdown of the acreage that they recommend. It's like 0.25 meters squared
I don't
per
know.
human.
I don't know if this is part of what you got going on, but you do have to worry about your water source
You do.
and your cat hole.
If you have a well,
Yes.
you want to be far away from that.
Yeah, be thinking about
200
it.
feet plus is what they recommend.
Yeah.
The other option, which is the more common, like emergency poop hole, is the latrine,
Yeah.
which is technically what a fancy name for a toilet. Or I guess a toilet's a fancier name for a latrine
Sure.
because it's been around forever. There's a lot of different fancy methods of doing this. Basically, long story short, it's a nice trench that y'all poop in as a community. It's
Yeah.
a nice trench.
It's a great trench.
So when your neighbor's digging his sprinkler lines,
Mm-hmm.
you've got an area to poop in for a while.
That makes sense.
I've been pooping in sprinkler holes for
Yeah.
years. But yeah, so you can, there's all these different like breakdowns. If you really want to see a fancy sanitary way of doing it, look it up online. Okay, I'm not going to go over it.
Okay.
You dig a trench, you can set a log up above so it's comfortable to sit on.
Yeah, logs are way comfortable.
Poop down in that trench.
Yeah, logs are super comfortable.
They are.
Yeah.
Well, you might want to, well, it depends on the log. If it's birch, it's perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
You can wipe your butt on it on the way out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Next time you sit
yeah.
down, that's perfect.
Yeah. Oak, no. It
No.
hurts.
Pine.
That pine, yeah, you'd be stuck to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can make a nice long trench, put a log or whatever comfortably to poop down in it. Even a better sanitary way is to have like buckets.
Yeah, I got to
You
get a
know,
log. I
so-
haven't even thought about a log.
You can make a log on a log.
Yeah. I got to get a log.
But if you have a low, or you don't, like your water level's pretty low or pretty high, it would be pretty high.
Sure.
And you don't want to get that into the water supply. It's best to use like a bucket or something down in there.
Just to poop in the bucket.
Yeah. So,
Sure.
but latrines are really good because once it's all full and done, then you just cover it up. And they recommend at least 1.5 feet of dirt above that.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
anyway, and
Like it.
like I said, don't strike water and then start pooping in it because it'll get into your regular water
Yeah.
supply. It's best to have one latrine per family. Like if you have a long one for your family, that's fine. But separating out those different little toilet areas, if you're in a group or in a community,
Yeah.
you want to try and separate. No matter how close your butthole gets to another poop area.
Yeah.
That's why I always get freaked out at campgrounds. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get some disease. I know it.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get a fly that's covered in something, fly right up my butthole.
It's a
Or
worry.
there's somebody down there taking pictures that hasn't died already.
Yeah. That's always something I'm worried about. Who's taking a picture of my butthole right now?
Doesn't make any sense.
I've not properly
that's
prepared
it.
for this.
I've been waiting for that.
Oh, it's a
Bare
good one.
butthole
It's a
fact.
good one.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you're in a larger community and you're sharing a pit, obviously you want to separate out. Don't change my spelling.
Sorry.
So some common rules about the latrine, you need to have nearby an area to wash your hands.
Yeah,
you don't
sure.
want anybody sporting poop on their fingers
No.
coming into the house. Can I wash them?
Poking you.
Yeah. Wear your shoes. People
Okay.
dribble.
Can I wear someone else's shoes? I don't want to wear mine.
You want no bare feet
Okay.
because poop pits are known for worms and all that other crap.
That makes sense.
They also, a lot of the different places I looked at recommend avoiding like lime and other things like that
Oh,
cover up
really?
the smell because you want that stuff to start to break down.
Mm.
You don't want to bury a pit that's covered in lime and then it's not degrading. And,
Sure,
and
yeah.
then you dig it up in the next SHTF.
Yeah. You're not talking about like the citrus fruit, right? You're talking about the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like some of those things that prevent natural,
Yeah.
you don't want to turn biodegradable material into non-biodegradable.
Absolutely.
Because you never know how long it's going to be. And then like there's a lot of different things you can sprinkle in a bucket of poop. You can do wood chips, sawdust are great, cat litter. We've talked about cat litter a bunch of
Yeah,
times.
that's a good one to have.
Shredded paper, hairspray. I've got like 16,000 bottles
Shredded
of
wheat.
that. Some people probably would use that because
Guarantee you
it's
that's
like
gonna suck everything up.
shredded wheat is an excellent idea. You
Well,
can buy
you
a
don't use
huge
it.
bag.
If you don't use it, you can eat it.
That stuff probably would absorb 4 or 5
It
gallons
would.
of piss. I'm
Absolutely.
a bag of that probably goes a long way. Poopery, tea tree oil.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of weird lotions and stuff you can squirt down in there. Anyways, if you're worried about
Sure.
the smell, use something like a little bit of Clorox, but try
Yeah.
not to turn it into non-biodegradable material.
I'll do my best,
There.
but I can't.
There you go.
I can't guarantee I won't.
Yeah, yeah.
I get going.
I
I
know.
feel like I'm a chemist or something.
yeah.
I'm gonna die.
It's turd gas.
No. Mustard gas.
Mustard gas, ketchup gas. Shelters are very easy to spread disease, and everybody needs to poop and pee. So, good luck there. I don't have any advice.
Okay.
Bodies. I have to bring it up because
Okay.
they're a waste. And so, if you look at pictures of like the Spanish flu, and they had to deal with like massive amounts of bodies.
Yeah.
We've seen it in New York recently with this pandemic. What do you do? How to bury a body. So
Okay.
a lot of people are like, well, I'll just burn that body,
Yeah.
get rid of the disease and stuff. You need like 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit to take care of a body.
Is that hot?
So unless you live on the sun,
Is a regular thermostat for a furnace supposed to go up that high?
hey, we got power here. I always got to
Good
go.
reference. Good reference.
Yeah, so it's really hard to cremate a body.
It's not
I'm
easy.
just saying.
Yeah.
That's probably not the option you want to take. Plus,
take
it
a few
stinks.
days.
You
Yeah.
don't want human bacon smell coming out of your backyard.
Do you? It's gonna
I
smell
don't-
better than a latrine,
doubt
probably.
So it's really hard to dispose of a body.
You just
that
drop
way.
them into the
I
latrine.
feel like I'm talking about murdering somebody.
Yeah.
Bodies should be placed in a bag of some sort and covered up for transport, obviously. But
Like
the
a
one thing is
Walmart
everybody
bag?
like freaks out about a dead body. It's going to spread disease.
Mm-hmm.
But the WHO argues sufficient to cover your mouth and your nose when you're taking care of a dead body.
I trust
the
those
chance
pricks
of
anymore.
getting, I know, right?
They told me I didn't need a mask, and they told me I needed a mask.
I don't really like the WHO.
No, I don't know if I need a mask.
Not because of Trump's recommendations.
No.
But I feel like they're a little, I like the CDC, okay?
They're a little.
I'm a fan of the CDC.
Yeah, put me on that team.
They should make a football team that's
They
like
should.
the WHO and the CDC.
CDC beat their ass
Yeah,
every
they
time.
would every time.
Super Bowl.
But they recommend like you could wipe the body down with bleach and then just cover it up. The Rotman, which was like he's part of the CDC. I think he's
The WHO.
CDC or the WHO. Anyways, he said they may have other medical conditions, but they're not living with highly communicable diseases. Most of them die from injuries. So these bodies spreading a disease to you are pretty unlikely. So you don't need to really be that scared about it. A pandemic and an epidemic poses a little more difficulty knowing.
Yeah.
But I think if you're safe about it, wear gloves, wear a mask.
Yeah. Don't be
and then
dumb.
covered up, and then burying the body a minimum of about 2 feet. But obviously we go 6 feet.
Yes. Okay.
6 feet under.
6 feet.
Some
under.
rhyme or poem about that.
I think so. I don't know.
But yeah, a minimum of 2 feet, so your dog doesn't dig up
Yeah.
your neighbor.
Freaking.
You don't
dogs.
want that.
No.
But obviously, the psychological toll is much more serious than the physical risk.
Oh
So
yeah.
Anyways, if you're gonna bury a body, wrap it up. Keep it away from everybody.
Wrap it up.
Keep it away from living bodies,
Yeah.
and then bury it. Trying to burn it is way more complicated.
Mark the grave, you say, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mark it.
So, anyways, got that dirty thing passed.
Thank you.
Toilet paper.
Oh, God.
We have seen that this golden crucial commodity, we lost it.
Toilet paper.
And it's still a little tricky. There's limits to it.
Yeah.
And what do you do? What do you do if you're out of it? People lost their minds.
Oh, they did.
And so their dignity was lost too.
Yeah, it was, really.
So toilet paper alternatives. Probably one of the best thing is like a cotton flannel wipe.
Really?
So cut one of your flannel shirts up.
Yeah.
I suggest one that's not white so you're not disturbed.
And one you're not wearing.
Then again, sometimes you like to know for sure that your butthole's clean.
Yeah.
But it's easier. Obviously, you can keep washing, reusing this fabric. You want to get one that dries quick, but obviously wipes nice.
Sure. Yep.
White is good, but at the same time, you don't want turd skid mark, pieces of flannel hanging out on the line. But that's probably the best alternative is to use a nice cotton square. Just make sure you sterilize it right.
Okay.
Boiling it. Boil
it.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
That big thing?
That's
turd flannel.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
A bidet is really nice.
Sure.
I've seriously considered getting one after this whole
I
deal.
did too.
And I was like, man, maybe I should do it. Anybody didn't know what a bidet is, it sprays your butthole. Okay.
Yep.
Easy as that. If you don't have a bidet or you don't want to pay the heavy price.
Bidet, sir.
Bidet. Bidet, sir.
Bidet, sir. Bidet.
There's squeeze bottles that you can get.
Yep.
A peri-wash.
Peri-wash.
A lot of, like when you're discharged from the hospital after having birth. I haven't had birth.
No.
I haven't birthed anybody.
No.
But they usually give you one of these, especially if there's like a episiotomy or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's a nice little squeeze bottle.
Yeah.
To wash the perineum.
It's basically like a water bottle.
You can create your own pressure.
Yeah.
If you want a light, gentle.
Yeah. Choose
spray,
your pressure.
Or you can just you can blast out the rectum and
that's what I'm going for.
colon.
If I'm doing it, I'm doing it.
I am too.
I'm not just gonna
pressure washing
leak
that
it
bottle.
on there. I want it to freaking do its job.
Yeah, no.
Right?
I want it to blow
I'm gonna need
turd.
somebody else get four hands on that stuff. Just really squeeze it. You know what I mean?
Those little kid rockets that you step on and it shoots a rocket?
That's a good idea.
I'd fill that full of water.
Or just a super
Stand
soaker.
over it, step on it.
A super soaker? You know what I mean?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Anyway. Using water in a squeeze bottle, spray bottle, whatever you want, is a great way to spray off your butt.
Okay.
Baby wipes, I think they went faster than TP.
They did, man.
Because they're a delight. Have you ever wiped your butt with a baby wipe?
Yeah,
it makes you not want to use dry toilet paper ever again.
Yeah. It just gets pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could go to KFC or Sonic and they have the wet wipes for your fingers.
Yeah, that's
Works great on your butt.
I got to take a crap, guys.
So save those.
Can I get some?
Next time you go get barbecue wings.
I just don't know about that lemon smell.
I don't care.
Like, is that okay down
It's totally
there?
fine.
Okay.
Who wouldn't like lemon smell
No,
coming out of their
I think
pants?
that's great and all. I just don't want to disturb the natural,
It's not going to kill any natural
down there.
flora.
Okay.
No flora is going to get harmed.
Great.
Paper, obviously. Magazines don't work. They're too slick.
Yeah, it's just a mess.
It's just smear. It just is like smearing.
Talk about a smear campaign, right? It's just not good.
Yeah. It's like if you're putting grout.
Yeah.
You're just going to smear that across your butthole.
Yep.
And if you like that, use magazine.
I don't like grouting.
But newspaper's good. It's a little bit tackier, and
you just get that black
you're
going to
get a black butthole.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
Lamb's ear.
Okay.
Have you ever felt it out in the garden?
No.
It's really nice.
Is it? Okay.
I haven't used it. But
you're not talking about a real lamb.
No, you could.
Just going out cutting the ears off of the lambs and wipe my butt.
You don't need to. They'll probably just clean it up themselves. Just jump on there.
You would know.
Go mutton busting. Clean your butthole.
Hey.
Go mutton busting naked.
That would work.
It would.
It's wool.
Yeah. It would be great.
Pure
It would
and
be really
simple.
nice. Horseback riding naked.
Yeah.
Probably would not be as good.
No.
But lamb's ear is a particular plant. It's super soft.
Yeah.
You can wipe your butt with it.
Great.
The other one's called, I don't know if it's mullein or Mullein over there.
Mullein.
She's great.
Yeah.
But you can wipe your butt with those.
Great.
A
Awesome.
sponge.
Yeah.
Because you can just wipe and then squish all the poop out of it.
Sure.
And use it again. And then your hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trim your fingernails.
You don't want to get it stuck in there.
No. And there's the method where you cut a hole in paper,
I don't get it.
wipe
though.
your
I
butt
just
off,
don't get
and
it.
then just pull the paper off.
I don't get it.
And try and squeeze your finger.
I got the paper. I'm using the paper.
So anyway, those are alternatives.
There's also, in the Middle East, sometimes they use really smooth stones.
Never been to the Middle East.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Didn't
but
we bring that up?
We
once?
did at some point. Yeah, so they use these really smooth rocks and
That's
just
right.
wipe, and then wash
That's
off the
a great
rock and
idea.
wipe again.
Yeah.
So
Or you can just wipe it and hide it on a trail.
yeah,
Because, there's that rock searching thing on
Yeah.
Facebook.
find that one, guys. It's like geocaching.
Hey, this is brown. Wait a minute.
This one's brown and crusty. What's going on? Yeah. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Poop is a problem. It is.
It is a problem.
So
But we have to deal with it.
and then after this SHTF event, you might not be able to take a shower all the time, right? The running water might stop. You're not going to get your scalding hot bath every evening like you used to, right? So you're going to have to get a little bit creative to keep your body clean. Because if your body's not clean,
No one will want you in there.
nobody
Pepper
will,
group.
and it could bring on disease, and there's all these different things. So you need to be thinking about that. You could collect rainwater because that stuff's going to be clean. It's free. It comes from the sky, except for here. We get rain like once every 3 months.
Years.
Yeah, and so that's a great way you can collect that and use that to bathe in. You can also, once it's raining, just run outside. Just run outside.
Have you ever watched birds in a puddle?
Yeah.
You could do that.
They do it.
Yeah.
And so if it's raining, run out there, get yourself clean, come back in,
Get
dry
your
off.
clean done.
Get your clean done. A solar shower. I have one of these actually.
Do you really?
Yeah. So basically,
Where'd you get that?
I don't know. Somewhere. So it's basically a big bag, and you put it outside for a while. It
Sun
warms
rays?
up. Yeah.
I'm getting showered by
Honestly,
UV.
you're right. Actually,
really?
you're kind of right. Yes, but
didn't
the
know
solar
that.
shower, it's actually this bag. You put a bunch of water in. You put it outside for a while. It warms it up with the sun. You put it up above you. Open that stuff up, and it comes down on you, and you clean yourself. So it's a great thing. Sponge
Can't you just
bath.
do that with a black garbage bag?
Yeah, but it doesn't work the same way.
Why not?
And then you have to like poke. This one's like set up just for that purpose. Okay.
It's just more expensive.
Yeah, it's super expensive. A sponge bath that works. You can, and you can conserve water.
Old
and you can
people
get
have been
clean.
doing it for years.
They've been doing it for years. They got the flabby arms and all that stuff, but it works. Okay, I don't know why.
Find somebody that will sponge
Yeah,
bath you.
yeah. A river, a lake, a pond. Just make sure no one's drinking downstream of your bath because that's not going to be great for them.
Don't piss in this. I'm going to clean my dirty body off in it.
So be thinking about that, and make sure that it hasn't recently been a flood and there's bad things in there. So you're just
Flood water. Woo!
yeah, all wet. A wet wipe bath that could work too.
Yeah.
The Epic wipes.
That's
are
the only
perfect.
way to do it.
The Epic wipes are perfect, dude.
They're
like
freaking massive.
towel sized.
Yeah.
those are great.
You
to
could
have
use them
around.
a couple of times. I
Yeah,
bet.
absolutely. And during this time, you also need to worry about your blankets, your sheets, your pillowcases, because
I've been cleaning my body with my blankets and sheets.
that's not what I'm saying. You got to keep those clean.
Oh, okay.
Those got to stay clean because you're sleeping on them, your face is on them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of gross if you don't clean them. But sometimes you don't have the water, right? What do you do? Oh, crap. I can't clean it. I don't have the water. If you put it out in the sun, the UV rays will effectively pretty much sanitize that stuff.
Yeah.
Leave it out there during the day, bring it back in. It's going to be a lot better.
So just hanging out on the line.
Yeah, or wherever. Yep, and clothing the same way,
What
too.
about like the bug method where you can put it in a black garbage bag, put it outside because it gets super hot in the bag? Does that help?
I don't know.
Is that
I don't
recommended?
know. That's a
Is there
new
any
one.
farm
That's
that
a
we-
new one for me. That's a new one for me. I don't know.
I know you can do that to kill like lice and bed
Can you?
bugs. I just
Okay.
wondered maybe you
That
could do
makes
that just
sense.
to keep it sanitation.
Yes, yeah. Maybe.
Sanitary.
Your hair.
Put it out in the sun.
Yeah. The shorter it is, the easier it's going to be to keep free of lice and
That applies
what is this?
in all areas of hair.
That's the pubic hair
The
and that's the
shorter-
head hair. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I just get rid of it all. But you don't need to be washing that every day. Once a week is sufficient for a hair wash during this time.
Done.
Done.
Already practiced that.
Good. Got it figured out. Hey Cam,
Guess what?
what?
Did you know
Huh?
that during this COVID,
Yeah.
there's been a 5-fold increase in cyber attacks?
That is alarming and shocking.
yeah.
Yeah.
So hack into your phone.
Okay.
People at the DMV might just scan the back of your pocket and still
at the DMV.
Yeah. I don't scan that license and boom, there goes all of your reward points from
That's bad.
Best Buy. Also, your email is just out there floating around. And Russia and North Korea have a special team to go and find it, steal it,
email team
and then
6.
do whatever they want.
Email team 6.
Also, that email is used to log into all kinds of places like Lowe's,
Burger
Old
King.
Navy, Burger King. Exactly. So, do you want that to be compromised? You don't. And there's a way that you can stop that, and it's the cheapest way there is. It really is.
It's the most
Surfshark VPN.
inexpensive way.
No, it's like
not cheap.
Yeah,
It's
I shouldn't use that
inexpensive.
word.
It's inexpensive.
But yeah, Surfshark. I almost said the S word for some reason. I'm talking about it.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
So Surfshark VPN, they protect you and all of your devices from online threats. They protect your phone, your computer, your laptop, your other computer.
That's like all the things
your
I
work
have.
computer. And guess what? It's all one fee. You don't have to put an app that you pay for on your computer or on your. Anyways,
This is revolutionary.
one subscription covers every single one of these devices.
Wow.
They have fast, unlimited access, 24/7 support, and you can access whatever server. It basically cloaks you online.
Yeah.
Nobody knows you're online because you're using Surfshark.
Yeah.
It's like going gray man online. It's super cheap. Like I said, not cheap. It's inexpensive.
Perfect. Perfect.
Go to surfshark.deal/casual preppers. Enter the promo code that we always use, casual preppers, for 85% off.
Is that right?
And 3 extra months for free.
85%? Are you kidding me?
No,
That's right.
not 10%, not 20.
Wow.
85%. That comes up to $1.91 a month.
That's ridiculous.
Super freaking cheap.
Yeah.
And seriously, no malware. Don't worry about it. Phishing, don't worry about it. Unsafe ads, don't worry about it. HackLock ID protection. They'll tell you when your email is stolen by Kim Jong-un. And then you can stream videos. Kobe just did this.
I did.
He streamed
The Last Dance.
The Last Dance from where were you? Where did you locate yourself?
I logged into the UK servers.
Isn't that crazy?
And lo and behold, my Netflix feed was all UK.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
He logged into a server as if he were in the UK
Yep.
and watched whatever access
Beautiful.
you can get only in the UK.
Beautiful.
So, check them out. Super cheap. You're wasting money by not doing it. And your email is already compromised.
The longer you wait, the more money you lose. That's all
That's
I'm
perfect.
saying. All right. Perfect. Let's talk about a few items that you can add to your preps. Like right now, like today. Like log into Surfshark, log into Amazon, start buying your stuff, okay? First, water. You guys, if you have not yet got your water, I don't know what to tell you, but rule number 1, dumb, water. Okay? Water.
Rule number 1, dumb book would have so many rules.
Yeah. Number 2, toilet paper. We talked about this. We talked about these alternate ways, but frick, dude, I'm used to toilet paper.
It's still there.
You can go buy it right now.
Yeah.
Get some extra. Have it at your house.
Put it in your grocery list plan.
Yep.
Just add a few rolls.
Add a few rolls. Trash bags. I don't know how many times Cam talked about trash bags.
So many uses for trash bags.
So many uses, yeah.
A body, poop, pee, dead animal.
Garbage. Trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Solar shower.
Solar
Cheap
shower.
solar shower.
Cheap solar shower.
Cheap shower.
Solar shower.
Cheap shower.
You got to think about, mouth hygiene in here.
Yeah, that's the most disgusting
Yeah.
hygiene.
Toothbrushes, toothpastes, all those things. You got to get them because you got to keep it clean, right? A solar
mouth.
shower. We talked about solar shower, right? Paper plates and plastic utensils. I say this because they're wrapped up in this plastic.
Paper plates and plastic.
Yeah. You can use those instead of having to wash stuff all the time. Especially if it's a short-term SHTF event. You got those ready to go. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Nitrile gloves. Those are always great.
Yeah, super essential.
A favorite of mine, for sure.
I love them.
Detergent. All types of detergent. Have a few extra at home. It's great to have extra. Feminine products, you guys, you gals, okay? You got to have them.
I don't know why you need them, but
Well, you do.
there is
though.
a lot of uses.
You got to think about it.
Yeah.
You really do, right? So think about feminine products. That's a huge part of sanitation. You got to have them.
We've talked about medical uses. If
Yeah, sure.
you have too many, get a bloody nose, hey,
Yeah, sure.
you'll be glad you have it.
Tape the pad to your face.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop the nosebleed.
Sleep.
Right?
It's
It's an eye mask.
yeah.
Right?
It can be.
Yeah.
It
And
can be used in many ways.
It really can.
Padding for sparring.
Shoe inserts. You know.
Yeah.
And there's so many different things.
There are.
Okay. Deodorant is
Hemorrhaging from a shotgun wound.
Yeah. Hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids. Yeah.
Put it on there. There's so many different things.
No
You
shame.
can wipe your
There's
butt
no
with it.
shame in the SHTF.
You can wipe your butt with it.
You could, and that actually was mentioned.
Oh, it was. Okay. Great.
Some of them are so thick too. You can open them up, and there's like 14 pounds of different
Yeah.
cloth in there.
For sure. Yeah. So that's good stuff to have. Deodorant, you don't want to smell. It's obviously it's a luxury, but if you have it, it's great to have, right? Baking soda. This is a really great product for everybody to have on hand. You can bake with it, obviously, but it's great to make shampoo. You can make toothpaste.
Baking soda?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can clean and deodorize things around the house just with baking soda. Baking soda and 3 parts water, you got shampoo.
And you've got
2 parts baking soda, 1 part water, you have toothpaste.
and you got a deodorizer.
You got a deodorizer. Yeah. So it's
Baking powder, that's like the substance of a prepper.
yeah, you got to have it. Soap,
Baking
obviously.
soda.
Obviously, soap is a great thing to have around, right? Kitchen and bathroom cleaning supplies makes sense. 5-gallon buckets. Cam talked about pooping in buckets like 15 times. You got to have 5-gallon
It's like the
buckets.
perfect thing.
It's
Because then you just
perfect.
put a lid on it.
Yeah, put a lid on it. It doesn't slosh out, and you get your poo powder or whatever, and then
Yeah.
you take it, right? Unscented bleach, Cam.
Blech.
Yeah, we talked about that. There's a million trillion uses for unscented bleach. So
Tons.
those are a few things to think about for your sanitation supplies that you could go get right now. And honestly, most of that stuff is super cheap, like way cheap.
And that covers about everything.
Yeah, that
It
covers
really does.
most everything, right?
It really does.
So it's be thinking about those types
And most
things.
of that you covered.
Yeah.
Additional medical use supplies.
Sure. Yeah.
Like have a way to start a fire
Yes.
because a fire is like the ultimate sterilization method.
for sure.
And boil. You heat up a knife when you're pulling a bullet out.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of things you could do with
For
fire.
sure.
So make sure you have a good, convenient, and safe way to use a fire in an SHTF. We talked about you could kind of make your own autoclave out of a pressure cooker.
Mm-hmm.
So again, need fire or energy.
Yes,
So,
you do.
But you can. It was a whale back. It was a whale back.
It was a whale back.
It was a whale back.
Oh, the rolling hills.
You can cut bandages and put them in tinfoil and bake.
Yeah.
And then it sterilizes them. So you have, and then they're
that smells
already
good. What's that? Oh, it's bandages.
that's bandages.
That's fresh bandages.
bandages. What's your song?
Bandages. Yeah, I don't want to do it right
Anyways,
Bandages,
alcohol
bandages.
goes a long way,
Sure does.
and it doesn't always have to be rubbing.
Mm.
Like you can get rubbing.
Mm,
Doesn't have to be your simple, the alcohol you get at the pharmacy.
Simple.
Go get, some Everclear,
Mm-hmm.
and that can be used as well. It's
It's a
great,
great
sterilizer.
Band. Great band from the 90s.
Yeah, it is a great band. Clorox, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Gloves, masks, eye protection when you're disposing of the body, and
For
poop,
sure.
which is the same
Yeah.
sometimes. Pressure cookers, like I said. HibaCleanse, I talked about buying some of that. You can get it on Amazon or wherever. I don't know right now. I haven't looked because it's not as convenient to use for like
Mm-hmm.
sterilizing countertops. So I don't think this one is completely out, but
Okay.
it's safe for the skin. You can clean all kinds of stuff with it.
Cool.
Make sure you're immunized
That's a good
against
idea.
a lot of things
Mhm.
like hepatitis, tetanus, things that come up when sanitation
Mhm.
is not followed. Antidiarrheals and constipation medications.
I'm just coming to your house for
and in a
those.
small hand scrubber. Yeah, I have a lot of those. They have those little surgical brush type things you can scrub under your nails. Because
Yeah.
if you're wiping your butt with your fingers and you're watching out for spreading of disease, it's good to have one of those hand scrubbers.
I agree.
That's it. Okay, wrap it up. Done.
Wrap it up. That's great, Cam.
I
That's
feel
sanitation.
Clean
Yeah.
after talking about.
I'm feeling like
I feel really clean right now.
yeah.
So
Yeah, great. Sanitation, it's a big deal. You got to be thinking
It's
about
a
it.
huge deal.
And I'm sure
the
we
biggest
missed,
deal.
I'm sure we missed a few things, but that's kind of
There's a
the
lot.
overarching
There's a lot.
view of sanitation. All right.
You're gonna have to deal with garbage and poop, and we already talked about that. So
Exactly.
That's all we need.
Did you know that today's podcast is brought to you by TacPack? The only monthly tactical subscription box with useful professional grade stuff inside.
Keep going. I'll do
Okay.
it.
Use code Casual Preppers and get a free separate bag sent of EDC gear along with your first month's Tac Pack. Head to tacpack.com. Use our code.
You are not prepared for talk.
That's right. Use our code Casual Preppers and you're going to get the good stuff.
It's time for the quick and dirty medical tip.
All right. So,
This is like feels like this has all been medical.
yeah.
You know what I mean? In
kind
some
of,
way,
yeah,
shape, or
yeah.
form.
So, I just wanted to make a quick little medical list for a woman's kit.
Beautiful.
Last time we talked about just some other supplies.
Mm-hmm.
These are medications every woman should have.
Beautiful.
All right. So,
Xanax.
number one. Yeah. You can catch a lot of flack for that one.
Yeah, well.
But Xanax, number one. Ibuprofen, obviously. It's great for dysmenorrhea, cramps.
Greatest
and
invention known to
headaches.
man.
It really is.
Greatest invention known to man.
So
write it down. Put
go
it
to
on the internet
Costco
right now.
with your mask on and get massive bottles of it.
Yeah.
Acetaminophen.
Yeah.
It can work,
Worthless.
but mostly doesn't.
Worthless crap.
But it's an alternative when you're in between
Sure.
your doses of your
Yeah.
ibuprofen. Phenergan,
Oh,
which is similar to
I don't know what that
Zofran.
Oh, that's great stuff.
Both of them are anti-nauseas. Phenergan is a little more sedative, but it works for headaches too.
Oh,
So,
great. Get some
nausea,
of that.
vomiting, headaches.
Upset stomach.
Antibiotics. These are the
diarrhea.
3 antibiotics. This is key right here, okay? Because bladder infections and bladder infections. But most female infections.
Yeah.
These are going to
female
cover nitrofurantone, which is macrobid.
Whoa.
Cipro
That's
helps
the
for
stuff.
poops and everything. Cipro is like one of the best prepper antibiotics, and it comes in fish antibiotics.
Oh, nice.
Everybody always asks about that.
Yeah.
Yes, you can get it in a fish antibiotic, and it's the same. And then this one also is a fish antibiotic, trimethoprim sulfamethoxazole, which is Bactrim.
Oh, Bactrim. Okay.
I know
Great.
that's a long
Great.
one. So that is the 3 antibiotics you want to try and get poured somehow.
Great.
2 of them are fish antibiotics, so you should maybe be able to get those.
Okay.
Peridium or over the counter is Azo. That's the one that helps numb like the burning sensation when you have a UTI or
Okay,
bladder
great.
infection.
You can get that stuff for pretty cheap, can't you?
Yeah,
Is that the
Azo's
stuff
really
that turns
cheap.
your pee a different
Yes, it
color?
is. Yeah, it looks like
Like
it looks like
orange or
the
something?
it looks like the orange antifreeze.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cipro also is good for kidney infections. That's another good reason to have it.
Kitty infections?
Kidney.
Oh, kidney infections.
Kidney infection.
Like kitty has an infection.
And then have
Been in a cat hole.
fluconazole or miconazole cream or suppository for yeast infections. Common after antibiotic use,
Suppository.
but yeah, you can get those.
Okay.
If you're desperate, don't have a prescription, you can get over the counters antifungals. Get them now.
Okay.
Metronidazole is another antibiotic that's good for bacterial vaginosis, the stinky discharge. You can get a gel or a tablet. A little trickier to get. You'll have to ask your doctor, can I get a 10-year supply of this?
I plan on having a lot of issues in this area.
Yep. Obviously, birth control is going to be a complication. And birth control can be used. This is, like I said, this is SHTF stuff. You don't want to use this regularly. But and sometimes you can get a sample of birth control or anything like that, but it's used often to stop menstrual bleeding that's abnormal. Like you'll just all of a sudden can't stop then you're going to double
Can't stop,
up.
won't stop.
Can't stop. Double up on a birth control. But listen, don't follow these directions.
This is not
only in
medical
dire
advice.
situations. So, but there are samples of contraceptive pills, and a lot of times you stop taking them because you want to get pregnant or whatever. Save those because
They'll work.
They'll work if you have somebody that has medical knowledge that can advise how to take it. Good, you want it. And then some nutritional supplements. Iron sulfate, because anemia and all that sets in with periods and everything. And then calcium is another big thing for women to take. So, anyways, I hope that little medical list gives you something to work with.
That's great.
Start
I like it.
Start obtaining some things.
That's
but
great.
yeah, and then obviously the sanitary stuff. You want to get your pads and your tampons and things like that because multiple uses medically and keeps you safe and healthy.
Beautiful.
Then I'm done.
Well, that's sanitation, guys and gals. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate the heck out of you. I'll
We
tell you
really
that
do.
right now. We really do. Thank you for
We really
subscribing.
do.
And please tell your friends and family about the podcast. And
We want to keep it going. We want to save lives
yeah,
forever.
Use our code Casual Peppers at all the places you know, right?
Go try it at Lowe's today.
Yeah, free double burger at Burger King, probably. All right, stay survived.